What's going on, everybody? So today, uh, we are going to. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but um, I'm actually. What's going on? I'm actually going to be attempting to get a faster lap time on this track with this car. Um, I've been looking at the lap times on this track. Um, a lot of the fast times, like in the top 20, are like 9 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. And that's all made with the 1971 Porsche RSR. So, um, so I wanna try to make an attempt on at least trying to get a better lap time. I know I'm probably not going to get a nice shave down a lot of time into the low tens. I'm hoping. Because I know this car right here with the way the tune I have it and everything, I think I can push this car a little bit more. It's just a means of not messing it up and all of that sort of stuff. I did end up finding out that you can change the mapping for the buttons on the car, so I do have this on manual transmission now. So I have it set up the way I do like running transmission on some of these games. So I'm going to uh, make a couple of runs to see if I can't, uh, well, at least make a run to see if I can keep everything all nice and sturdy and get used to it and everything. So, um, we're gonna see how this goes. Okay. So I think that was maybe slower than my last time that I've made. So yeah, I made 11:32, and that whole run was 11:49. So that was a lot slower than I've actually could have uh, done. So the world record on here is at 9:35, and this is done with the Porsche Carrera. This is the RS 2.7. I think this might be the 1972 version. I'm not entirely sure, but that run that I just did with the manual transmission was a lot slower than what I could have done um, with all of that sort of stuff. So this is going to be it's a lot harder than I actually expected. So I think I still need to play around with the tune a little bit and maybe with the gearing. So
To the
because I
next
think I might.
objective.
So I think I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do here. So let's go into pro settings. The grip is fine. The arrow. This is where I kind of feel like it needs to have more of an umph. So let's go acceleration 3.4 seconds, 3.47. So let's see. Let's just do this for shits and giggles. Let's take off anti-roll bars. Let's just keep that. I'm curious as to what the no arrow feels like. Okay, there is a lot more grip on the tires, that's for sure. But I realize that it makes the car slide a lot more. A lot more. So let's go back into the pro settings. Let's do 25 in both front, the lateral G. And also we do have to final drive. Um, oh yeah, I forgot. We can't do the gears in here. That's right. So the final drive ratio is the last bit of gearing between your transmission and the driven wheels. By changing it, you can affect the performance of your car. A lower final drive will less torque, but the wheels but a higher top speed. Meanwhile, higher ratio will result in more torque, the wheels but a lower top speed. So let's put that about right in the middle and see how that works. Um, and then let's do 20% negative 20% and see how that works. It don't change. It don't change a whole lot except for 1 mile per hour, which is 181. But even then, it don't do too much. So I'm not going to touch this just real quick, because I'm going to go back, and then we're gonna do another one with these settings and see how it feels. Okay. I did have a couple of those mistakes and everything like that, but I'm starting to feel like that the manual transmission is a bit slower in this game compared to other games and compared to the automatic transmission. So I think I'm gonna go leave it here. I didn't want to do this too much, because I do want to keep playing around with it, and I don't want to keep you guys watching the same thing over and over again. But um, yeah, that was completely slower, despite the couple of mistakes that I made and all of that sort of stuff. I feel a lot more comfortable doing the automatic transmission in this now that I have um, I have the final drive and everything like that. I'm going to keep playing around with the tune and see if I can get a fast, grippy, sticky car for this time trial, because I feel like that this car can. Um, I think this car can get pushed a lot more than what I have been doing it, but I just have to figure out a good tune for it, and the confidence to actually do it. So I think that's about it for this stream. I'm gonna start another stream for a different game for you guys. So um, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. Go ahead and leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think about this, and see what your thoughts are on how I can make this car a little bit better, because I do want to keep playing around with this car. So I think that's about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.